Okay, this is what we're making. Copper ring lined with sterling silver. A friend of mine asked me to make a size 9 of that. So, get your ring mandrel and make sure you zero your calipers. We're going to go find size 9. Okay, so we know we want our overall diameter to be 19.1. So write that down. Oh, sorry. $19.1. Okay, and we're going to use 20 gauge sterling and 20 gauge copper. So this 20 gauge, 0.84, 0.85. 0.85 as well, so we'll just do 1.7. So 1.7, so we add 19.1 plus 1.7, 20.8. We take that and multiply it by pi. I'm going to use my calculator. So 20.8 times 3.14, so 65.312 is our length, final length. So we're going to go down a little bit more than that because it's going to stretch when we hit it. We bang it out with a hammer. So let's see what 8 1/4 would be to start. 18 1/2. 18.5 plus 1.7. 20.2. 20.2 times 3.14. 20.2 times 3.14. 63.4. Actually 428, but whatever. 428, we're just going to do 60.4. That's what we're going to cut our copper and our sterling as to. Now the best way to do that, I'm going to zero our calipers, set it to 63.4. 63.4, close enough. Nope, 4. There we go, 39 is good enough. Alright. So here we can just take the calipers, pointy side, and just kind of put it here and scribe a line. Same with the sterling. Put it here. Scribe line. Okay. Now we need to determine how wide we want it. Mine, I usually wear on my thumb. So these are going to be a little bit smaller and they're not a man's ring. This is 8 1/2. So I'm thinking, how about 6? Let's do 6 1/2. 6 1/2 mil wide. Same thing now. Okay. Put those up. It's my little caddy I made. Pretty cool. Holds all my pliers and whatnot. It's kind of nice. I just use a basic torch, as you can see. This guy. Butane. Blazer brand. I'm not sponsored. It's cheap. Amazon. Not sponsored by them either. Alright, next thing is to cut the metal with the jeweler saw. There we go. Move this over here. Lube. Lube the blade. Lube the blade often. Let's see. Can I move this to where you can see it without me having to relocate the whole thing? Yeah, a little bit. I'll just do that for a minute. Put my bench peg. I'm going to cut outside the line because A, it's not straight, and B, we're going to sand it down later. We don't want to lose any width. Make sure you use pretty full strokes. This is a number 2 or number 3 blade, I forget. All right. Alright, there's the copper. Lube the blade again. Back in my cool little caddy. The tough part about doing this ring is that copper has a way higher melting point than silver. So getting them to join together is kind of a pain. I'm cutting way outside the line, but okay. Alright, finish this up. These blades break a lot, but don't worry, it happens. Get my silver back up. Let's see, go back to, there we go. Okay, how are we doing? Pretty good. So now what we need to do first, this is a fire brick, not a fire brick, I'm sorry, solder kind of brick thing, I don't know what they call it again, I forgot. So I need solder. And Knob Creek. Let's see. Doing hard solder. This is just a little stick of it. For cutting solder, I get my old clippers. They're pretty decent. These are my Lindstroms. I don't use them on solder. So I'm going to cut about 6 or 7 pieces for now, because we're gonna put the solder on everything. This is called sweat soldering. It took me forever to figure out how to do this. I don't know if it's because I wasn't looking in the right place or everybody keeps it a secret. I'm not sure. Let me get my tweezers. These are pretty small pieces. Let's see. Get this charcoal brick to put them on. There we go. Let me stand out a little easier to see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's back up. Now, put these here because it's easier to see. Make sure I got everything. They don't have to be exact, they don't have to be pretty. I am not a jewelry maker. I enjoy doing this, and I'm learning. So, if you're watching this and you think I'm doing something stupid, leave a comment or email me or keep it to yourself. Either way. So, get a little piece of sandpaper. Gonna clean this real quick. Good enough. Alright, now we got to flex it. This flux is crap. It's dried out, but it still works. I'm going to have to add some water to it. Anyway, we're going to flex the whole piece. There we go. And I'm going to dip these little pieces in a little bit of flux right here because it'll help them to stay on some. So we're just going to place this my solder pick. It's going to place these on. Actually, I can probably get away a little bit more. This is thinner than I'm used to working with. I might be able to do it just down the middle. Do a couple on the end. Oh, come on. There we go. And we'll just go down the middle some. We're doing it on the copper first because the copper has a higher melting point. And we'll lay the copper on top of the silver and let the copper heat up the silver. Hope that makes some sense. Not hopefully it will a little later. It did take me a while to get the right combination figured out. There again, nobody keeps it a secret or I was looking in the wrong spot. We're just going to use them all anyway. Alright, so we've used all our pallions of solder. Torch. The hottest part of the fire is this part here, just outside of the blue. If you can see that. Anyway, trust me. So we're going to just start heating this up. We're going to heat it up slow and work around the outside. Because once it starts getting warm, the flux will start to run clear. And then we can start trying to heat up. Oops, see, that's why the solder paint comes in handy. And I usually have a tile or something underneath this to keep from catching my bench on fire, but I'll be careful. Alright, now we're starting to get somewhere. You see how it's changing color? It's starting to get hot. You'll start to see it get literally red hot before too long. Yeah, this torch isn't ideal for doing copper, but it works. And you don't have to spend $300, $400 on a nice torch. See it starting to go? I'm not heating the solder itself, I'm heating the metal. The metal's causing the solder to melt. Except for this one piece. Why are you not melting? There we go. All right. There we go. It's all black and nasty. I'm gonna pick it up. Do not touch this. It's crazy hot. Listen. Bang. Quench it. And I've got a pickle pot over there. This is a cheap $9 crock pot from whatever big box store you like to work from. Drop it in there for a few minutes. And meanwhile, oh, that's cooling. That's hot too, by the way. It's not too hot to touch. Just don't touch where you just had your fire. I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning this and getting it ready. What we've also done with that copper is anneal it. Annealing is where you heat it up and make it soft and pliable. You see, this isn't very pliable, but you'll notice in a minute that the silver is very pliable. My drink. All right. Copper tongs only for the pickle pot. Bring out the pickle, quench it again, you don't have to see this. Now, there we go, let's dry it off. That little piece is going to bug me. I'm going to cut that little piece off, it didn't like to melt. Or not. But yeah, you see this? Look how flexible that is. It's crazy. It's very interesting. All right. There's a piece. And there we go. Okay. So now, this piece will go on top. Gotta flex again. Flex both pieces. Don't touch where your thing just was. Yeah, this silver is hot to the touch. Not too hot to touch, but not comfortable. Alright, oops, there we go. Flux this side again. I've heard people say you don't have to pickle this and redo all this, but it works for me, so. Up to you. It's a crappy flux. Alright, I'm done with that for now. Alright, so I'm going to set this on top of the sterling. They are not the exact same because I cut manually with a handsaw. So, but like the torch again. Don't put your fingers in your mouth after you touch the flux. Alright, we're going to start. There we go. Let's start working our way around and around. Get some heat going. Once it starts to get, you can already see the flux starting to bubble. We're going to go back and forth until it gets red hot, because by the time this gets hot, the silver underneath is going to be hot enough to receive the solder. I just push down a little bit with my solder pick to see where we're at. You should see a little bit of solder. I don't know how you'll be able to see it with this or not. You should be able to see it glisten out of the sides of this piece of metal. They're starting to get red hot now. You see, I don't know if you can tell this or not. A few more seconds. Alright. That should be sufficiently hot as crap. And should hopefully be together. If not, I'm going to end the video and start over. So let it get away from being red. Take a look. It looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. It looks pretty good. But as you can hear, it's really hot still. Alright, yeah, it looks like we got a pretty good bond. Into the pickle. Just for a few minutes. We're going to polish and grind all that crap away anyway. I don't know what else to talk about right now. You can also do cool stuff with this half round, 8-gauge half round. Makes nice little rings. Oh, yeah, I got a coin ring. Got a quarter. Poked a hole in it. Flattened it out. Alright, let's see. Maybe have to clean up. Oops, don't want to do that. Wrong tongs. Only copper. Let's see. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was trying to do all this in one take. I don't feel like... I'm not a very good video editor. I don't think, anyway. Alright, so now he's getting that fire scale off of there. As you can see now, it's pretty annealed. It moves pretty freely. Trust me on this one. Yeah. So now we've got a piece of copper bonded to a piece of sterling.